Bokeh monster, dreamy look, Bokelicious. These are all terms that we use to describe lenses that create that dreamy, awesome, gorgeous look that we're looking for on, let's say, Instagram. These lenses are typically 1.8, 1.4, and 1.2. And in this video, we're going to be talking about this new, beautiful Bokeh monster that Sigma just released today. The Sigma 50mm 1.2 lens. I'm actually shooting this video on this lens as well. So Sigma sent me this lens about a week ago, so I haven't had much time to test it out, but I can tell you this. One of the first lenses I started out with was a 50mm 1.2. The 50mm focal length is my absolute favorite focal length to shoot on. The reason why the 50mm is one of my favorite lenses is because it's so versatile. You can shoot portraits with it, you can shoot landscapes with it, you can use it for street photography. But most of all, it's just so beautiful to look at. Because a 50mm lens is a telephoto lens, it compresses the background. It compresses the background so the background feels like it's closer to your subject when you shoot it. And especially with a 1.2 lens, you can actually bokeh the shit out of your images. You see a lot of photographers on Instagram using 85s, 50s with 1.4s. Some have 1.2s, but now Sigma released this 1.2 monster. And if you think about how much glass you have to use to create a 1.2 lens, this is actually not that big. I mean, I was pretty surprised when I got this and I took it out because it actually looks heavier than it is. It's pretty light. I'm using it on the Leica SL2S, and one of the main issues I had with the Leica SL2S is that autofocus is pretty unreliable. When you think about that you're shooting with a super shallow depth of field on 1.2, because let's face it, you're not getting a 1.2 lens if you're not shooting on 1.2. So I deliberately put this on 1.2. It actually has a tab that can lock the f-stop. So immediately when I took it out, I locked it on f1.2. I'm not going to use this lens on anything else than 1.2. I freaking love this lens. If you have seen my Instagram page, you know that I love shooting in low light and I love getting that shallow depth of field. Like a lot of bokeh nuts out there, I love freaking bokeh. I love separation. I love how you can get such a big difference between your subject and the background. I would love that creamy look. Let's talk about who this lens is for a minute. I mean, from my perspective, a 50mm should be in every photographer's gear kit. You could use it for wedding photography, portrait photography, landscape photography, street photography, basically everything. And once you have a 1.2 lens, I mean, there's no stopping, man. I mean, you got so much light coming in, you got so much compression. It's insane. So in my opinion, every photographer should have 1.2 lens in their kit. If it's a 50 or 85 or whatever, but we're talking about the Sigma 50mm 1.2 in this video. So as I mentioned in so many of my videos, I'm not a tech guy. You can probably get all that info right up on Sigma's website or Google your way to it. I'm pretty sure there's going to be tons of videos about this lens out today on YouTube, and a lot of people are probably going to talk about the tech specs of this lens. I'm not about that. I usually look at gear and see what I can get out of it. I want to see the results. I want to see how good it is for video. I want to see how good it is for imaging. I did a couple of tests with this. Luckily, I got an opportunity to take some portraits just when I got it. And these portraits are taken in low light situations. So I think they turned out pretty awesome. And I'm going to show you these portraits, and then I'm going to show you some of my street photography after. So let's start with the portrait shots. All right, I hope you enjoyed those. I'm gonna move forward to my street photography and low light because I really feel that the best way you can see what you can do with a piece of equipment is to see the results. So let's have a look at the pictures and I'll see you after. right, folks, that's it for this video. Just to wrap it up, this new Sigma 50mm 1.2 is super compact, it's lightweight, and it lets in tons of light. So go check it out and gather the info, and maybe if you have the opportunity, try it out, because this lens is a beast. It's a bokeh monster, and you should definitely try it out. All right, that's it for this video. Take care of yourself and take care of your loved ones, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.